hello and welcome to another video. So for today we are doing my June TBR. Can you believe that we are in June? That is crazy. So let's just talk about the books. So as I've seen, I have 15 cards, so 15 books, and I've done something a little bit different this time around with what I have chosen. So some of the things are physically, but mostly I have been trying to basically get some like ebooks, but also mostly audiobooks, just because I have so many books on my but my cart that I really feel like I should read, and I want to see what I am able to get to when I don't have the pressure of I need to read these books. I have a few ones that I really need to get to, like Words of Radiance, right? Yeah, we're on Words of Radiance on Brandon Sanderson, and I really need to get to that. And yeah, that is like the one book that I really need to get to, because we are working throughout that and then see basically what series I am able to, get through. So I mean, we have been doing really well with that. You will see another episode of that. I will start that on first through the 7th, and I don't know how I am going to do that this time around, if I am just going to do the normal route that I am taking or not. I haven't decided on that, but let's get into the books that I have chosen. So the first one is over 250 pages, and I decided to go with something that is way over that, and that is With Wings and Claws. No, With Wings and Claw. And this is the next in the Fae Isles series. We are done with kind of the main part, let's call it that, with the Emmeline and Creon books. So now we are over to some standalones. This one is the only one that I need basically to read to be able to have catched up on this series, which is awesome, really great. And in this one we are basically having with one of the characters that weren't like the best character in the series, so it's going to be interesting. I haven't loved this series, but I want to finish it off, Then we have an age gap romance, and I am in the middle of rereading the Fallen Men series again, and basically catching up on that, and then just continue on reading Mariana Samara. No, not Mariana Samara, Gianna Darling. But it is definitely an age gap of some kind. Like, I don't know if it's 10 years maybe. Don't hold me accountable to that, but something in those lines. Then we have my worst one. That is Stephen King. And basically, I have a difficult relationship with him. So the one that I have chosen to go with is The Dead Zone. Basically, I wrote down like a few years ago every single book that he has written, and basically I have read everything up to The Dead Zone and then just here and there. But every time I get a Stephen King, I usually pick the next one that I haven't read, and the next one is The Dead Zone. Don't know anything about it, so we're just going to see The next one is really long one. It says, randomize a person you're following on GoodReads, then randomize their read shelf and pick the top book you haven't read. So I have, let's see, open GoodReads. The biggest problem is that you kind of don't have any. I don't know really what I was thinking when I did this, because I don't know how many I am. Okay, so I am following 106 106 people. So let's just randomize and see what person we land on. So 43 should be on page 2. So number 43 is back on the books, actually. So let's just see on her read shelf is 905 books. So a random. Now you can't see that. That is quite boring. You will just have to trust me on this because I'm not doing. So let's just click on random and see what random books pop up at the beginning. Now, if I read it, we'll go to the next one. If it's like second, third-ish in a series, I will just pick the first in that series. So, random. Oh, okay, so let's see. The first 3 ones we have read. And it's in a series, but this one we haven't read. So, Nettle and Bone. Okay, so that was Nettle and Bone. The next one is a classic, and for this one we are going to read the last book in the Sherlock Holmes series, and that is the Casebook of Sherlock Holmes. So, do I know what it's about? No. But it's at least the one that comes next, and then I've chosen, basically I've chosen middle grade. And with this one, I have decided to go with the Amber Spyglass, which is the last one in the... I don't remember the name. Let's just say that. So the first is the Golden Compass. And finish off this series is a middle grade. So yeah. And then we have includes cooking, and I don't have that many to choose from. But I have chosen Fake It Till You Bake It. And this is more baking, not like cooking, but I am just going to put it all in that big pie and just say that it fits. Don't know much about it, but I don't have anything, at least that I know, that includes cooking at this current point on my shelf. So, or basically that I have started. So yeah, let's just go with that. Then we have 20 something in 2020 something, so basically 25 in 2025. And I have chosen the Law of Moses, which I have as an ebook, and we are just going to go with that. And yeah, just because that was the one that I felt like at this current point. And then let's just see. Don't really know much about it, except that it's sad. That's what I know. So yeah. And now we have the one that I'm dreading the most, and that is the longest book unread on your shelf. And I was so angry at myself that I actually have bought this because it's the longest one. Wanna take a guess? It's like 1500 pages. It's this one. I am not going to beat myself up if I don't finish this, because yeah, it might just be a little too much. The next one is inspired by mythology, and I have chosen A Touch of Malice. Is it A Touch of Malice? I think so. The next in the Hades and Persephone series. We are up to that series, so we're just going with it. And this one, I don't really know where this series is kind of going. It's fine so far. Not my favorite series, but it's definitely fine. And then we have randomize TBR, and we are going to randomize this TBR and basically see what we're doing. I have 30 books that I can pick from. I am not going to, you know, have like a series that I can't continue on with. So 5. So I started, what did I start? I think I started on this side though. So let's take a look. We're not counting this, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just because this one is the one that I am going to read this week. But this is the one that is number 5. Death. We'll finish off the Four Horsemen series, which I should have done a few months ago. But then this book was delayed. And now we are going to read it. Finish off series is going to be great. Even though it's a little long. But yeah, that was great. And then we have an even page number, and I have decided to kind of go for cheating, but kind of not, because I said I need to read Words of Radiance. And I want to take a guess how long this is. This is why I kind of called it cheating, but kind of not. Because it ends on the page 1080. And 0 is technically even. At least that is what Google says, that 0 is an even number. So we are going with that. Just because we really need that. I really need that on my TBR because that one is so long as well. Next one we have, that was even number. So yeah, that great job. Yeah, Words of Radiance, even number. Then we have a cowboy romance. And for this one, we need to go on this side because we are doing Swift and Saddled. Because this one I need to continue on with the series. I haven't continued on and I really need to. Then we have a college romance, and I don't have that much to choose from, but I have chosen Daydreamer because that is college. So yeah. And this one I will catch up on Maple Hills series, as of now at least. And then we have a mafia romance, and I always find that these are quite difficult, let's just say that. I have chosen Stolen Heir, which is the second one in the Brutal Birthright series, and I kind of want to continue on with this. I liked the first one, didn't love it, but I liked it. So yeah, that was all my books that I am going to read. You know, when I said I haven't chosen that many physical books, no, but it kind of looks big. This is a lot. So yeah, that was it for this video, and I hope you liked it, and I will see you next time for another one. Bye!